This GeForce Now Thursday is a pretty packed one, as we'll be talking about new games coming to the service this week, along with new features and new devices you can enjoy the cloud on. As such, let's dive right in and get to it. To kick things off, we're going to be talking about an update coming for GeForce Now touch control support, as it's being added to 13 more games this week. Following in the footsteps of Fortnite and Genshin Impact, the following titles will have mobile and tablet touch support: Trying to Complete Story, Slay the Spire, Dota Underlords, Into the Breach, Papers, Please, and Tabletop Simulator. Following that, these list of games will have touch control support on tablets only. March of Empires, Door Kickers, Bridge Constructor Portal, Shadowrun Returns, Monster Train, Talisman Digital Edition, and Magic: The Gathering Arena. It's really great to see more titles embracing the touch control system, because it is a way that a lot of people really prefer to play. And they did a fantastic job adding the touch controls for Fortnite and Genshin Impact. I will admit it's a little bit disappointing to see that not all games will support both mobile and tablet, but hopefully that's something they can work on. Regardless, it's still great to see this diverse of a lineup getting touch UI. But that's not the only update GeForce Now Android app users can look forward to, because they are adding adaptive VSync support in select games to improve frame stuttering and screen tearing. This is fantastic news for anybody who suffers from those issues. This will seriously help. It's also perfect timing with the slew of new devices really dedicated to cloud gaming. At the latest RazerCon, they announced the Razer Edge, a handheld device that will be launching in January 2023. It comes with the GeForce Now app pre-installed right out of the box, and it features a 6.8-inch AMOLED touchscreen display that can push up to 144Hz refresh rate at 1080p. Perfect for anyone who's currently using a GeForce Now RTX 3080 membership. But if you're looking for something in the here and now, it's also worth pointing out that the Logitech Cloud G handheld is available to pick up right now. It's a handheld specifically designed for cloud gaming, so it's extremely lightweight with a long battery life, and both of those handhelds are joining the made for cloud gaming Chromebooks coming from Asus, Acer, and Lenovo that will all be available beginning this week. I think my biggest takeaway from all this is that it's great to see that so many big names in the tech industry are taking note of the cloud gaming space. It may be relatively young, but it is certainly a growing space, that's for sure. But now it's time we get to the games arriving on GeForce Now this week, and we're gonna kick things off with the game you've been seeing in the background this video, and that's A Plague Tale: Requiem. It's a brand new release available on Steam and the Epic Games Store, and I can tell you from first-hand experience, it is absolutely fantastic. It's the perfect type of game to really stretch the muscles of the 3080 tier as well, because the graphics are remarkable. I'll have a video dedicated to the game running on GeForce Now soon on the channel, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But for now, let's take a look at the next game, and that's Batora: Lost Haven, a new release available on Steam, available today. In this title, you'll embark on an epic adventure to save Earth in this interplanetary action RPG. It's your job to harness the ancient powers of the sun and moon to take on a variety of unique enemies while solving diverse puzzles and exploring stunning sci-fi worlds. It features action-packed gameplay with a unique polarity switching mechanic and branching storylines with multiple endings. This is my first time looking at the game, and I gotta say it actually looks pretty fun with the top-down action RPG gameplay and the very vibrant art style and colors. Following that, we have Warhammer 40k, Shootas Blood and Teef, which is a brand new release available on Steam and the Epic Games Store starting today. This one comes from the developers of the Guns, Gore, and Cannoli franchise, and it's a brand new 2D run-and-gun platformer. In this game, you'll be spearheading an orc invasion, destroying the Hive City, and killing your war boss. The title will allow you to choose a class, picking between 4 distinct characters, each with their own unique toolkit, true to the Warhammer 40k lore. And while you can choose to go on this hilarious adventure on your own in single-player mode, the game does support both multiplayer, online, and local co-op for up to 4 orcs. Next up, we have The Tenants, another brand new release available on Steam that you can pick up today. It's a title in which you become a landlord and deal with problematic tenants as you build your rental property empire. You'll have to decide how to react to annoyed neighbors, police interventions, and will you design your apartment for a group of gamer friends or aspiring musicians looking for a new home. Seems like the perfect type of game for anyone into the tycoon management genre. Next, we have Faith, the Unholy Trinity, which is another brand new release available tomorrow, October 21st, over on Steam. Best described as retro horror, you will be playing as a young priest struggling against demons, insane cultists, and your own weakening faith in this pixel horror game inspired by the era of 8-bit gaming. The game features handcrafted rotoscope animations, a haunting retro soundtrack, multiple secret endings, and 1980s religious paranoia. The next title is a game you can pick up for free on the Epic Game Store that's available until next Thursday, and that's Evoland Legendary Edition. This brings you 2 great and unique RPGs with their graphic style and gameplay changing as you progress through the games. The game will have you progressing all the way from 8-bit to full-on 3D, and I gotta say it's a very unique concept well worth checking out. The game is full of humor and references to classic games with a full-on story that, as you can guess, has to deal with time travel. It's a really fun game and you should definitely make sure you pick it up on the Epic Game Store while it's free to claim. Now we're gonna take a look at Commandos 3 HD Remaster, available on Steam and the Epic Game Store. This title will send you into the relentless and unforgiving battlefields of Europe, remastered in high definition including reworked 3D models, textures, improved controls, and a refined UI. Can't say I've played the game myself, but this one was apparently fairly acclaimed for its real-time tactics, and I'm sure fans of the franchise will be happy to see this one here. And finally, we have the last title confirmed coming to GeForce Now this week, and that's Monster Outbreak, available on Steam and the Epic Game Store. In this title, the King's Dimensional Orb has malfunctioned, bringing hordes of monsters into the kingdom. Defend your safe ground against the monsters by gathering resources, building defenses, upgrading your arsenal, and surviving long enough to find the source of the monsters and destroy it. You'll be facing waves of enemies, but you don't have to go it alone because the game itself features both single player as well as online and local co-op. It looks like a pretty fun time with a very charming art style. And with that, we've wrapped up all the games coming to GeForce Now this week. I gotta say it's pretty solid simply because A Plague Tale Requiem is here, and it's a perfect showcase title for the 3080 tier. That said, there are a lot of new releases this week as well, with only 3 of the games actually being already available previously. Either way, let me know your thoughts on the lineup this week down in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, thank you for watching the video, I hope you have a great day. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.